Just gone live. So, if you are
Decent
watching
breakdown last night.
yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
Sorry.
reasonable. Got your seal of
I
approval.
mean, let me see if I can zoom in more for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, like, definitely don't agree with all of your guys' takes, but I mean, I didn't listen to the whole thing. I was only here for maybe half an hour, but yeah.
And you found stuff to disagree with in that time.
Yeah, I mean, like, the guy was like ripping on like Charizard. I was like, okay. I mean, like wing attack Charizard, isn't it just like a beast in every meta that it's allowed in?
It's good. It's just got so many things to be scared of.
You just need to support it. If you support it and scare away some of its counters.
Yeah, easy. That's all you gotta do. Just not go up against any Charizard counters.
Well, the thing is the best Pokemon in the meta is Como, in my opinion. So,
yeah, I do agree with that.
You know, having something that can beat that pretty well, or pretty decently at least, and like still has play, then I think it's pretty solid, right?
Sure.
Como is just, it's stupid. It does like dumb shit. Only thing that it doesn't want to see is fairies, right? So
yeah. Which there are many of those.
I mean, there's Wheezing. I think Florges has some play.
Oh, you do? Because Clayton was not high on Florges either.
Well, it like does pretty well against like Cobalion. It does well against like, obviously it like destroys Cobalion, or what do you call it? Como. Yeah. So basically I think like Galarian Weezing is gonna be like pretty popular though.
Yeah. If people have the XLs for it, I feel like I get the sense that one is a less common one that people actually can build.
Well, Coughing was just spawning for like 1 week in the wild here. So with Mega 3s, if you're an actual like Ultra League player, if you didn't have them before last week, you have them now, in my opinion. I'm not saying, like, obviously, like some people that are a little more, hey, Gravelingo.
Hey, Rhonda.
Some people that are a little more, casual, maybe. But like for me, like I had the XLs a while ago. I haven't built it yet.
Yeah.
Because with my current team comp, I'm not sure about it. Basically, like this is my synopsis of the meta, just quickly.
Yes.
Is that
actually, no grounds, I will just quickly say, because I didn't get to say it before. If you're watching the VOD, that's right. If you're watching the VOD, skip ahead to like the 10-minute mark. That's normally when we start actually talking about the meta. We just chat shit for a bit at the start to let the Twitch viewers come in. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no problem. So as you know, there's no ground in this meta. It's banned, right?
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Electric is pretty strong, right? So if you don't have things on your team that resist electric, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Actually,
because
yeah, go on. No, go on.
I know there's things that like I know you guys were looking at like Regice. Oh, Regice beat, electric types. It has Earthquake, right?
Yeah.
But like, if they have like a bit of a shield advantage or an energy lead, like that like Luxray can just like rip through your whole team.
Yeah.
Like before you even know it, right?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're shielding a Psychic Fangs and you're effed. Like, So
yeah, I agree.
think Dragon is very important. Grass is the other type that resists electric, but I'm not sold on some of the grass types just because of the prevalence of some poison and some steel and fire types. So
you probably would have heard me talking about Abomasnow. I do like the look of Abomasnow. I think it's...
Oh god, I think that was a pretty bad take. I apologize if I offend you, but...
Alright, tell me why.
Because there's too many things on a team that's going to counter it. Like, in my opinion, most people are going to have some sort of steel type on their team, whether that be Cobalion or Magnezone or something like that, or Togedemaru, and then they're going to have fire types. I don't know. It just seemed like I try my best to stick away from the sort of alignment dependent Pokemon if I can.
I think Abomasnow's actually less alignment dependent than a lot of other mons. Like it can beat a Charizard with
the right Charizard,
play.
Sure. But if the opponent has a Cobalion on their team, like it's kind of hard to bring up Abomasnow, right?
Yeah.
Like if you it's kind of like the it's similar to like Trev Noctowl, right? Where it's like they're dealing super effective damage back to you. You're dealing resisted damage back, and it's just very. I'm not saying like there's not a place for it, but even like Tentacruel would like clap Abomasnow, right? So
it would do pretty well, but again, it's not like Abomasnow Toxapex in Color Cup. That's a rough time because you're like even a Shadow Energy Ball is only doing like 35%. But I guess for Tentacruel, if it's got enough chip damage, you land an Energy Ball, you can probably finish that off.
Yeah, I know, but I just didn't feel like I don't know, maybe my team comp.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the way I built my team was I'm trying to support the dragons against the fairies. That's basically it.
Yeah.
That's all I care about. Because I think the dragons are so strong, whatever you have. Reshiram looks good, Zekrom looks good, Como. Those are the three Zekrom, in my opinion, doesn't look that good. Because it doesn't really have any coverage against like steel and that type of stuff. Which does look like a very strong typing. Again, no ground, right? So something like Magnezone looks incredibly strong as well.
Yeah.
I think it might be one of my favorite Pokemon in the meta, to be honest with you.
I think you were saying Como is the best mon in the meta. I'm feeling Luxray might be because of that lack of ground types and the coverage of Psychic Fangs and Wild Charge is real nice. And also like how good it is just is as a safe swap.
So let's say hypothetically you went up against an opponent that had double dragons on their team. Makes it a little trickier to bring the Luxray, doesn't it?
Sure. I mean, if your opponent has a Florges on their team, it makes it hard to bring the Como.
No.
Everything has a counter.
No, I will bring you still bring the Como. That's the thing. You just try to keep it away from one Pokemon. I know Luxray. I don't know. I don't like the Psychic Fang shit. Like, it's annoying to play against, but it's also kind of can be tricky to play because like, you know, there's those certain situations where like your opponent's like, I don't need Switch, so I'm just gonna sack this Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then you're thinking like, I want Switch, so I'm gonna bait here because they probably want to keep Switch too. And then you end up going down like Shields and I don't know, like those baiting types of Pokemon can backfire sometimes too. But it definitely looks strong. I just think personally like Magnezone is a better electric type than Luxray.
Yeah, right.
Because we all know how strong Steel is, right?
Yeah.
It's incredibly strong typing. And there's like even the Como Magnezone match is like kind of ridiculous. Like a wild charge is like 40% or something.
I mean that would be the same for a Luxray. Like
but you resist Dragon Tail.
Yeah.
Which is the benefit, right?
Of course.
I mean, you don't have Psychic Fangs, but you do have a much better matchup with things like with things like what is that thing called? The Galarian Weezing.
And Galarian Weezing.
So I found that I played out like the one shield matchup actually. even shielding a Brutal Swing bait against a Glaring Weezing, you can get to like 2 mirror shots basically KO a Weezing from a shadow with a few sparks. So
yeah, that's pretty cool. Making a compelling case for Magnezone.
Anyway, there's nothing. You know what's the worst? Okay, so that's the other thing is, so if I have Tentacruel and you have a Luxray, I'm like, it's not great, but I can deal with this. Magnezone, they don't even have to shield the Scald.
Yeah, right.
That's how scary that matchup is.
That's a big deal. I like that.
It is actually terrifying if you have your Tentacruel on a Magnezone, because they just farm up to like 100 energy. They don't have to use a shield, and then whatever you bring in is getting friggin' nuked after that, right? So it's, I don't know. The meta, my initial takes on the meta didn't go very well with my some of the teams that I had built with, like, I had a Regice on there. I had some different things. But recently the practice I've been doing has gone a lot better. So
yeah, cool.
Anyways, that's just my quick synopsis for you.
All right, so Psychic Cup.
This one is actually interesting because we had it not that long ago.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot has changed. So I am pretty familiar with like the meta and like some teams and different things. So I think the only big change is this Bruxish.
And we're gonna have the Slow family halfway through the week
on Saturday.
Yeah. Which
that's about the 2 big things.
Say again.
Those are the 2 like I think noticeable updates that I would be like focused on. The one thing I will say though is if Bruxish becomes more common, it makes Metacham better.
Right, yeah. And also Malamar, I think.
Yeah, Malamar was always good, though. But the thing is that Metacham actually beats Malamar and Bruxish.
That's interesting. Okay.
But the thing is, it loses to like a lot of other thing in the meta. It's kind of like a targeted Pokemon.
Yeah, like, okay, so quick. I might do my 5-minute breakdown now. It's gonna be Galarian Rapidash, Bruxish, the Slow family, Alolan Raichu, Malamar, Gardevoir.
What are you saying for top Pokemon?
Yeah, like that. There's going to be all that interplay between those Pokemon.
Okay, Rapidash is the most flexible Pokemon in the cup.
Easily.
It can basically, with energy, it can take out anything.
Yeah.
Like, not a problem. Only thing that claps it is like, but it's interesting now it has high horsepower, because last time it didn't have high horsepower. Not saying you would want to run that, because most often you probably want Megahorn.
Yeah.
But like, if you're a Bronzong, it still has to be in the back of your head. Like, this person might be nuts, and they might just be like, because like, imagine if you run it as a safe swap to bait out like a Steel type, and then you're just friggin', you just like one shot a Bronzong with high horsepower.
I think that might be the only matchup where it benefits, though. I think every other matchup you want Megahorn.
There's some other like poison types as well that would deal super effective damage to, like the Slowpoke family.
Only Galarian,
stuff like that.
Only Galarian Slowbro and Slowking,
which I think are the best of the pokes. Alolan Raichu, I guess Megahorn hits that's effective.
And the fact that
mostly you would want that.
Energy.
But I think it's something, you never know. People might be running spicy moveset, especially like as a safe switch. Like if you're trying to bait out the counters, sometimes you run Jirachi is not popular because number one, the thing about these monotype cups is you don't want to be dealing resisted damage.
And like all of the best, and like the Doom Desire as well, like all of their best Pokemon are resisting Doom Desire. Your Victini, your Bruxish, your Bronzong.
Doom Desire would be good against the fairies and Metacham and Malamar, but the thing is, like, it only has Charge Beam as the other option, so you could run Charge Beam, I guess. But I think there's just better options, like
I mean, Bronzong is up there with Feint Attack.
I used Bronzong last time.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. Because it's bulky, right? And you need something. You need some. This cup was a little glossy. You need something that to be able to handle Gardevoir. I found like.
Which all right. Let me look up Gardevoir versus Bruxish. It's basically going to be Bruxish versus everything. How does it do against everything? I really want to know how it does against Alolan Raichu because they're both dealing super effective damage to each other. So Bruxish versus you'd go Shadow Guard, right? You'd see that a lot more than.
So it beats Bruxish. Brux. How can I can't say it? Bruxish.
Okay. You're going Aqua Tail rather than Psychic Fangs there. Oh wow, Aqua Tail's so much stronger than Psychic Fangs.
Give me 1 second.
Wait, why is it? Bruxish is running Confusion here? No, you want Bite, you jerk. And you want, like, Crunch, not Aqua Tail.
Sorry, my mom is just calling me. Yeah, it has Crunch. It has Psychic Fangs. I think you're basically going to want Psychic Fangs to just, like, debuff and bite the shit out of things, right? So.
And you want Crunch, right? Or maybe you're doing enough. Maybe you're doing enough dark damage with Bite that you can afford to go the lower energy Aqua Tail.
Yeah, it would be nice to have Aqua Tail just to hit like things neutral, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to because most things will resist Psychic Fangs, so like you might get in a situation where people might not want to shield the Psychic Fangs, right? So they might just let like an Aqua Tail go, which would give you enough like damage, quote unquote, to bite them or to bite them down if you shield. I don't know.
Quick mention to Roberto Boni on YouTube says, "Hi, will you guys be doing a catacomb meta for factions? Apologies if you've already done a video and I've just missed it. If we can find time, we will. That is the only one we haven't done yet. We've done Arcana and we've done Justicar, but we haven't done catacomb yet.
We will get it done. We will get it done.
Yeah, we will do it.
I will talk to Fish after, and we will try to figure it out. I mean, it's only week one of the faction, so
yeah,
I think it's fine. Like, there's 9 weeks or whatever, right? So
we'll have one done by week 3.
No, we'll have it done by next week, but before the start of next week, and we can at least see how the meta shakes out a bit too. So
yeah. And g'day, Joseph. Welcome in. Also, anyone who's here, feel free to just start throwing, thoughts and suggestions in because we feed a lot from viewer input.
Yeah, so this meta is pretty condensed, if I remember correctly. Like, you can see down here, we're at number 16, and it's already down to 79 battle score.
Wow.
But just so, because we're not going to really talk too much about what's going on down here, in my opinion. It's not super relevant.
I remember Claydol having some play last time.
That's the one I was going to talk about.
Yep.
Claydol is actually really good, because if you look at the key wins, look at its wins. Raichu.
Yeah.
Slowbro Galarian. Victini. Those are all like top of the meta
Still
things.
Losing to Bronzong though.
That's with a bait, I'm assuming. Bronzong is... Oh no, it's going straight Heavy Slam. So I remember last time people were running actually... people were running Shadow Ball, Rock Tomb.
Okay. I can see that.
And see? Now Claydol wins with Rock Tomb.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because you're debuffing their defense, right?
Yeah.
Keep in mind, Bronzong, they're both dealing super effective damage to each other, right? Because Feint Attack is super effective to Psychics. So, although this is Stab, Mud Slap, Feint Attack is doing 4% damage, and Mud Slap's doing 8%. So, they're fairly comparable.
Shush, Tyler.
What's this Bozo saying? Lyle, so smart. Yes, I am. Thank you. I mean, this guy's the best. Yeah, so I think Claydol is just really good at like, and then if you go to like a 2-shield scenario, let's say, Like you're gonna come out with like pretty decent amount of health.
But again, you've got Bruxish and the Slow family that's just gonna take the world by storm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna push Claydol down. That's gonna push Victini down.
I don't think Bruxish is that tanky.
It's not. You're right, but I think it's gonna be super popular, and that will make Victini and Claydol harder to run.
I don't know about Victini because it's so good against Rapidash is the thing.
Like it's not
still ranked
that good. Like it generally beats the Rapidash, but like I was always able to, when I was leading the Rapidash and I encountered Victini, I could easily like build up to a Mega Horn, throw the body slam. Like yeah, I would win that with a bait. I'd land the Mega Horn on the second one.
But Mega Horn doesn't kill. It only does 62%. So it's neutral, right?
I was winning those all the time. Maybe
if you land a move after they debuff themselves, that's really the only way.
I mean, after they debuff themselves, then you can just go straight body slam, I think.
Usually the way I was playing that lead is because I would basically throw the Mega Horn, they wouldn't shield, and then I would shield their V-Create, and then I would try to catch the second V-Create on my own Victini.
Maybe that's what I was doing.
Something like that. It's not great for Rapidash, as you see here. Basically, Victini wins all even shields. Like the thing is, like you said, Rapidash can win because Mega Horn still does 62% and Body Slam does 34%. So like you can do good damage to it. But like I said, high horsepower, 91%.
Yeah. Just feels so much more flexible with Mega Horn.
Not that Rapidash. Give you poke.
Stop it.
I want to see.
Yeah.
First, the Psychic Cup meta. It is better with Mega Horn, but you still have a very similar win rate. You're just winning different things.
Yeah, sure.
So, like, you're actually beating Bronzong and Metagross. It says
what happens if you turn baiting off?
Well, body slammers are typically betas, right?
Yeah.
Turn off baiting. Actually, high horsepower does better.
How are you losing this? Oh yeah, of course. The Galarian Slow family.
Yep, you're beating all the heck. Because they're kind of slow. You can, like, let me see here. So what do you think they would run? Probably.
Hex Shadow Ball, so easily.
Nope, not Sigurd Fire.
You've put Future Sight on it.
God damn it!
Also, hey, Missingo, welcome.
Both Galarian Slowking? Wait, what happened there? Did they have different movesets?
I don't know.
Whatever, I'll just remove one.
Is Galarian Slowbro in there?
I don't know.
I think you might have turned a Galarian Slowbro into a
Galarian Slowbro doesn't have Hex, though, I don't think. It only has
Confusion
Poison Jab. So I think Slowking might be better.
Yeah, no, you're probably right.
Like I said, I think it's definitely something interesting. Like Hypno, like you're not going to see a Hypno. Cresselia, Claydol is about the same with both. Bruxish, you beat. better with high horsepower. So that's interesting. Okay, just something to consider. I remember, yeah, Victini's like really good though.
It is. And of course you're running quick attack over psychic, over confusion. Sorry.
Yeah. Again, anytime, and they're saying psychic here, but I remember last time you're running overheat, so I'm not sure why you would want psychic as the secondary move.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah, you definitely want overheat.
Because you there was certain scenarios where I would actually overheat to get a shield because I didn't want to lower my defense. And then I could build up to 2 V creates to KO like a charmer or something.
I would often build up enough energy so that I could V create and then overheat back to back. Because like if I do the V create first, I'm obviously not debuffing my attack, which means the overheat after that still does maximum damage.
Yeah, let's see here. So it says it's got a 15 wins, 6 losses, 549. And then if we put overheat as the second move, 551. So it's better with overheat.
Yeah.
V-Create does half to Abruptious, just FYI.
Yeah, so you can back-to-back V-Create it.
I don't know why it isn't here. Weird. Why is it throwing another quick attack? You can get it pretty low. Like it's a bad matchup, but like, I mean, you're shielding his psychic things.
A V-Create and an overheat back-to-back would do it.
I don't think you would get there.
Oh, yeah, he's shielding the first one. My bad. I'm just thinking if you have got an energy lead.
Because you're lowering your defense and they have bite,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. So how much does the bite do to you after
2 V-Creates? Like, V-Create does 47%. So
yeah.
2 V-Creates basically KO. After you debuff yourself, a bite is doing 10 damage. Almost 8%.
Yeah. Hey, Cuban.
Before you debuff yourself, it's doing 4%. Oh, that's double debuffed. It does 10 damage. Or no, wait. Well, how much is it? It's -3 defense after you V-Create, right? So, yeah.
Oh, is it 3 stages? I thought it was 2.
Yeah, it's 3 stages. It's the same as like Brave Bird. And it says you lower your defense 3 times again, but obviously
you don't, yeah.
Yeah, so basically, again, it is a very condensed meta, but these two are were basically the darlings of the last time. And obviously in a psychic meta, anytime you can get a dark type in there, it's pretty good. It just gets kind of destroyed by
Gardevoir.
Yeah, Charmer,
Shadow Guard 81. Galarian Rapidash 94.
Victini, it says, beats it here. So I also saw people run Hyper Beam.
Yeah.
On Malamar.
Oh, you can't run Superpower in this meta.
Superpower is technically lower energy than Foul Play, so it might help
it's got
you.
Baiting potential.
Well, I would say 99% of the time you're going to throw Foul Play anyways.
Yeah.
So sometimes if you can get to like a Superpower, like 1 Psycho Cut quicker, that might help you a little bit, right? I think it helps you with the mirror.
I feel like you would get more benefit from... same with the Horsepower Megahorn debate. I feel like, yeah, sure, like you get some benefits from Superpower, but if you can only pick Superpower or Hyper Beam, you're getting more advantageous situations out of Hyper Beam.
It's interesting that Cresselia is rank 9. because I honestly don't remember Cresselia being a part of this meta the last time it was here. Because as you can see, like, it gets completely walled by Victini, right?
Yeah.
And then you lose to Rapidash, you lose to Bronzong, you lose to Malamar. Like, I don't know. Like, these Pokemon are ranked high, but you also have to pick. Just because it's ranked high doesn't mean it's going to do well in the meta, right?
Yeah. How well do you think Kanto, Slowbro, and Slowking will go?
What were they used for last time? I can't remember exactly.
I think they were pretty popular last time, especially since like Victini was so good.
Oh, right. The water gun for Victini, right. And Claydol.
Yeah.
And also beats Metacham.
Loses to Bronzong.
It was okay. Yeah, well, you're only dealing. It might be able to beat it with Surf. Because Water Pulse is so bad, right?
Yeah. You're going Ice Beam as your other move? Yeah, I mean, no reason for Psychic.
No reason for Psychic unless you want to run Frustration or Return for some reason. So it's 14 and 8 with Surf.
Yeah.
I mean, Return, you could maybe surprise a Bruxish and like one-shot it, potentially. I'm
actually keen to check out Celebi.
Look at that.
At some point, because
653 against Bronzong.
So that's a win against Bronzong.
With Surf.
With Water Gun Surf, yeah.
Big win. You still beat it in the 2s, and that's apparently straight water guns.
Yeah.
This is the shadow, keep in mind, that I'm looking at. I can check the regular and see if it's any different. The regular actually loses the one shield. So.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
The Bronzong's going straight heavy slam and still winning that.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's doing so much
it's mainly the fake
damage.
Attack, right? It actually gets to a payback here, but it decides to throw the heavy slam because it does enough to KO.
Bring energy into the next matchup.
Well, I mean, sure, you have 14 energy and 4 HP, but
Let's
payback
go.
does. Keep in mind though that they are like almost at another Surf, so. But payback does 71%.
If you have like how many turns difference would flip that?
Probably like 2 water guns.
No, not quite.
No, it looks like you need 3 water guns.
No,
and you still lose.
Interesting.
Oh, because they're throwing earlier now? Very strange. 4 water guns? Okay, 4 water guns.
4 water guns. You got to get to a second Surf, basically. Or you got to land a second Surf.
Thank you. Okay. I saw some people running Lugia last time, but I don't know if it's that good.
I mean, if Metacham becomes more popular, then Lugia will be good for that.
Does really well against Metacham. Like, really well. Yeah, I think the Slowbros seem very interesting.
Girafarig with Thunderbolt could be a thing. Like, you can see how well it does against the Slow family.
Yeah, so that's the thing. If this family becomes popular because of the Surf buff, this is like your hardball, right?
Yeah.
With your Tackle Psychic Fangs. But you can still see here you're losing to Victini, Bronzong, Malamar, Gardevoir, Raichu.
That's a lot of key matchups.
It seems like it's kind of split. I wonder if Double Kick is any better? Probably not.
I doubt it.
So what do you beat? Those guys, Lugia, Slowbro, with the Thunderbolt, obviously. Yeah. It seems sort of like maybe like a counter swap type Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
This is normal. I wonder if Shadow's any better. Not really. Double kick's worse. Makes sense. It's it's like something you keep in the back kind of thing to RPS your opponent, basically, I would say.
Hang on. Why is Alolan Raichu up the top now for me?
Probably on leads or switches.
I mean, it says overall. Okay, it mustn't have changed. There we go.
Leads?
It was weird. That had me panicking.
The best lead, it says here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I really like Alolan Raichu as a lead. I think I was using that a lot. There we go.
No surprise, the best switch
is G-Dash, and Alolan Raichu as well. Alolan Raichu's so good. Now, what is that matchup against Bruxish like?
It still loses.
How badly though? Because like obviously, if you've got an energy lead and then the Bruxish comes in, like.
Yeah, you need an energy lead because it says it just bites it down.
Yeah, okay.
And it doesn't make it to 2 Thunder Punches.
A Thunder Punch does 78% damage.
Oh, that's with an energy lead too. They gave it because this is on the Switch.
Of course, yeah.
So that's even worse. It's pretty bad.
Oh, hang on. On mine, I don't have an energy lead. How much energy does yours have?
1 volt switch, I believe.
Volt, yeah.
Which is, I don't know how much.
That's fine though, because like you just want, like, you can get shield advantage out of that. You safe switch so you safe switch the Raichu. They bring in Bruxish. You're absolutely getting a shield, right? And then maybe bring in Metacham, which doesn't care how much energy the what's called the Bruxish has.
Or counterpoint. You safe switch the Raichu, and then they bring in a Claydol, and then you top left.
Sure, that's Claydol is a hard wall to Raichu. Thank you for coming onto my stream.
I would prefer it in the lead, but yeah. I tried it last time, but I didn't end up. It wasn't the team that I settled on. But I know some people had some success with it.
Arca side. Thank you.
Pardon? Someone followed?
Someone followed. Thank you.
Okay, you mentioned a Pokemon before that you're not allowed to talk about because it's so incredibly bad in this cut.
So I want to look at it, like just in case Victini does go down in usage.
Okay, so it has a 589 battle rating with Alolan Raichu. Running all electric moves. 565. Okay, it beats Malamar, which is interesting. It barely beats Bruxish.
It does beat it though.
With I would hope so with Magical Leaf Seed Bomb, Leaf Storm. It doesn't really have any other moves you would want to use.
Yeah, no, I agree with that moveset. Or unless you want to use Hyper Beam.
Yeah, Hyper Beam could be interesting. I have a Celebi built for Great League, but it doesn't have Magical Leaf. I don't think so.
It's a late TMable, right?
Yeah. What's the worst Pokemon? Let me see here. Unknown?
Spoink. Unknown doesn't have... It's not on there because I happened to catch this factoid once when I was stopping by a Kakuna Matata live stream, where he talked about how he will program it to discount anything below a certain stat product. So Unknown falls under that limit. And so it won't be.
As you can see, a lot of the things down here have psychic fast moves. This one is a ghost.
There is absolutely no value to looking at this.
To what?
Looking at these bottom feeders.
Oh, this is good. This helps you. I mean, Gotharita knows Charm, right? But I just think the other moves are probably not.
No, it doesn't. Apparently.
Good enough.
Gothitelle, I think, knows Charm.
Oh, Gothitelle. So maybe that's why it's higher. Galarian Ponyta is not a fairy, FYI. It's just a pure psychic. And it's shit, so don't use it. I just want to see. Oh, there
what
it is.
What are you talking about?
Easy.
Well, shit.
Hidden
Why is it ranked that high?
It gets up to 1339 with Hidden Power Ghost.
Okay, fair enough.
And Struggle.
My bad. Okay, so...
You beat
yeah, go on.
Things.
You beat things. Things?
Mm-hmm.
So if you can level 50 an unknown with Hidden Power Ghost...
Go for it.
How many people do you think out there would have 297 or 296 XL unknown candy?
Probably like a decent amount.
I reckon 6. 6 people.
Let me check and see how much unknown candy I have.
Candy or XL candy?
I have 87 XL candy.
Far out. How?
Just catching them. I don't know, during like those events, they're always spawning from incense and stuff.
How's a Volt Switch doing 6? Oh, this is... that's against Bruxish. Hang on.
Okay, I'm just seeing if there's anything. Where's the cutoff line here? This one had some play last time, so I'd say this is probably as low as you would go.
Shadow Metagross?
Yeah. Because as you can see, Slowbro, Rapidash, Cresselia, like its key wins are pretty good.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
It beats some things that are high up, that are common, right?
Yeah.
I saw some people using a team, like, it was like Bronzong, Metagross backline with like a Malamar lead or something like that.
It seems very RPS, so it'll...
It's like an AVD team, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's just say I have a Shadow Metagross built for Great League, okay?
I believe I do as well. That was a
and we have the draft rig. It seems like the regular draft rig is slightly better than the Shadow. Slowpoke. Slowking. Let's see if I add Surf here. Pretty decent, up to 495. Shadow, 530. These ones look pretty good. So I get what you're saying, maybe about the Celebi. Maybe is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, just purely because of what will be more common.
But Bruxish probably does what Celebi does and does the rest better, I would say, probably, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're same resisting the moves, but then you also can beat like Victini, whereas Celebi can't.
That's the main one, yeah.
So I would say, yeah.
Also, interestingly, it says Celebi beats Malamar in the ones.
Probably landing a Leaf Storm.
Yeah.
Because Leaf Storm is just insane.
Like seed bomb baiting.
Leaf Storm is like an insane move, right? Does so much damage. I didn't remember how like small this meta was.
I remember. Oh, I remember.
I remember it being very fun though.
So for me, you might be able to relate. I will openly admit that I will find a meta fun if I'm winning. And I will not find it fun if I'm losing.
I just liked how much flexibility Rapidash can give you.
Yeah.
in the meta if you know how to play with, because like it reduces RPS, right? When you can, even like losing to Bronzong, when you can possibly win it with energy advantage and stuff like that, or shield advantage, it really helps make the meta more fun, right?
Yeah, I totally agree.
So I had a team that I was running in the Psychic or the Color Cup that now is like, it's very tough to run because there's just so many Kingdra everywhere that it's very
I know,
difficult to handle for me.
I'm thinking of changing my I've been running Trevenant lead with Toxapex and Galvantula as the third.
Oh, dude.
It's been going well.
I would clap you so hard.
I imagine you would, yeah. But yeah, because there are some teams that it's like
I was leading Shadow Kanto Ninetales.
Yeah, I've actually weirdly I've beaten a lot of double fire teams with my ABA week to fire team. But yeah, Kingdra does give me a bit of trouble.
So let's say you led into my, let's say I led into your trap and you stayed in, I would throw before you get to the Shadow Ball, right?
No, it doesn't.
Or what would you do?
Doesn't it
6
take
embers?
Oh, so yeah, thought you were saying Kingdra. Yeah.
No, Shadow Kanto Ninetales.
Yeah, there's really not much I can do with a K9 lead like that. I think that's an auto loss.
Because I have Jellicent in the back, so
yeah,
I'm gonna RPS you, right?
Yeah. I think I tried to switch it into Galvantula, just trying to take out as much of it as I can. Because then, like, if you get it low enough, then you can maybe start like getting into Shadow Claw range.
So if you switch into Galv, I get to the Weather Ball first, right?
Yeah, I know. Like, it's still not
because
good.
because of the 1-turn switch.
Yeah.
So I can throw. It's like a semi denial, right?
Yeah.
Sort of. I throw after 12 turns, right?
Yeah.
And then it's on alignment technically, but because of the 1-turn switch, I get it off before you. So.
As in,
dude, he's coping. He can't win that battle.
Yeah, no. I
he comes in the top.
Fully admit that.
Let's say I shield once, I kill the Gal. He comes in Toxapex, I safe switch to Kingdra.
Yeah.
GG's.
So I'm thinking maybe I'll switch the Gal to Kingdra.
Kingdra's insane. Like I said, I've been using it for a while. I got up to almost close to 2,600 with that team. And then today was a bit of a rougher day. I was playing a bit of OGL. So I'm around 25-10 or something right now, but still okay.
I'm surprised that Wobbuffet's running counter in these rankings.
I think it's for Malamar, maybe?
I mean, it knows Charm.
It says you beat Victini though with counter, so I doubt you beat Victini with Charm.
I mean, both are resisted.
Yeah, but counter's way better than Charm. Also in terms of energy generation, right?
Yeah, of course, in terms of energy generation.
Return does 45 damage. Oh, the reason you're beating it is because of you're landing a return after they V-create
twice.
So the V-create does the return does 70%. That's similar with Charm. Yeah, you get beat pretty bad with Charm.
You don't even get to a return.
Well, you do, but you throw a Mirko bait and they shield it.
Yeah, right.
Not sold on Wobbuffet. I think honestly, so if I had to summarize this, Rapidash, amazing. Victini, pretty darn good. Bruxish looks kind of insane. Like, if you double shield the Bruxish, you have 3 losses in the core meta.
Yeah. Which, Gardevoir, Celebi, and Malamar.
So, obviously, you lose the Gardevoir because it's a fairy, so bite is neutral, and those shadow charms are just gonna do so much, right? Celebi, like you said, just I guess the magical leaves maybe do so much. I'm not sure. Let's see here.
Also.
Oh, you can just farm it down.
As the Celebi, yeah, okay. Come out with 70 energy. How much HP do you have left?
10. Not a lot.
Yeah, so you're throwing one move. So you basically get a shield back.
Yeah.
In case you missed it, Who's Your Data thinks you need help with your Fort Wayne team.
Yeah, I'll reach out to Fish. Maybe we'll find some time this weekend if he's available. Maybe I'll wake up at 5 a.m. on Saturday, and we can do like an Open Great League
throwdown
practice battle or something. Practice battles really early Saturday. How does that sound, Fish?
And then we'll follow it up with a catacomb breakdown.
Yeah, sure.
You can tell who won by like our respective moods.
Who won what?
Who won the battle, the OGL battle between you and me?
Like, right. After.
Yeah, if we're doing the catacomb breakdown and you're like, yeah, fucking, like this meta shit.
I just assume I would clap you, so.
Why would you do that though?
Why would I assume, or why would I clap you?
Why would you assume that?
Confidence.
That's but it's like that's not gonna happen.
Okay, well I guess we'll find out. I don't know. It's better to be confident.
I can just assume I'll win the Formula 1, but it's not gonna happen.
Well, you're not actually good at racing cars, so.
Yeah, you're not good at battling.
Okay, I say so.
Buddy Man's here. 8 hours of Lyles on Fish streaming. Lyles on Fish.
Yeah, Lyles on Fish.
Anyway, I feel like I'm liking A2 as the most as a lead.
It just depends on how the meta shakes out, in my opinion. Because if you start seeing a lot of Claydol, it might get tricky. Because like you don't want to run into those teams with like Claydol lead and then like I don't know, Claydol double water or something. What happens if they ran like Claydol, slow bro, slow king or something? I don't know.
Arcaside, we have been looking at Galarian Slow King and we are huge fans. But yeah, it'll come up again during the stream, don't worry. Sorry, I've got a bad habit of interrupting.
No, that's fine. I talk a lot, so that's not a bad habit. So that'll be Saturday, right? So keep in mind, like, the cup will start tomorrow. For me, Wednesday. I don't know. Some people might be early Thursday morning, I guess, right? For you, maybe.
Yeah.
Or in the middle of the night, I guess.
Yeah,
possibly.
so like 24 hours away, basically.
Yeah, so it's less than that. It's like 18 hours or something like that, right? 19 hours away.
Yeah. So
you'll have 3 days without it.
And the US play or the North American players are going to be one of the last groups of people to get access to Surf Slow family.
Yeah, you're gonna be battling, and you're gonna be like, okay, slow, bro, no problem. Yo, what the fuck is this? 14 turns?
What?
Hello? What is this?
So, I mean, straight after Com Day, for me personally, straight after Com Day, I'm probably gonna be hitting the battles hard.
Freaking cheater.
Spooper.
I guess you guys get screwed hard enough as it is, so you might as well get some sort of
right? Yeah. Justice for Australia.
Luckily, you weren't in New Zealand. From what I heard, they had. I mean, to be fair, like we had a bit of a difficult elite raid time in North America too. So I think it was Niantic collectively didn't Like I went out to try to do a couple of raids at 11 at the park near me, and like the game was like crashing. I couldn't really do anything. So, yeah.
That sucks. How many raids did you try and do?
Well, I didn't do any at 11 because I couldn't like stay that long.
Yeah.
And like I didn't know how long it was gonna. Like I already waited 10 minutes, and you couldn't even like join the raids. So I ended up going I did 2 raids at 2 p.m. and then I did 2 raids at 5 p.m. So I ended up doing 4 raids.
That's all right.
And I traded with some random local, and I got like a rank 200 for Ultra League. So pretty happy about that. I mean, it's shit now, but
it might be good. It does have lock on, or it doesn't?
It doesn't learn lock on, but it does learn Dragon Breath. All it needs to be good is Dragon Breath plus like Dragon Claw.
Yeah.
And if they give it Breaking Swipe, it could be actually like kind of busted. Yeah.
See, I feel like just thematically, I feel like all the Reggies need to have lock on now.
But it doesn't learn lock on.
Oh, it actually, like in the main series, it doesn't.
Main series game, it doesn't learn. It's one of the only. It's the only Reggie that doesn't learn lock on.
Okay.
Regieleki knows lock on.
Okay. Do you know if
that one doesn't look so great? Pardon?
Do you know if it's got lock on in the like Go Master file or?
I think it does, but the problem with that one is that it doesn't really have any coverage moves.
Yeah.
All of its moves, if you look at like what it learns, is it either learns like electric, normal, like psychic moves or something like that, right? So it doesn't really have like coverage against, let's say, like a G-Fisk or something like that. So I'm not sure how good the Aleki one's gonna be.
Yeah, fair enough. But Dragon could be good if it gets the right moveset.
Just needs a. I mean, Bite. Like they gotta be kidding, right? Bite. Only one Pokemon does good with Bite.
That's Bruxish.
And that's Bruxish in the Psychic Cup specifically. Although I did face a couple Bruxish in the what do you call it cup? Color Cup, and like I had one like I let a Psychic Fangs go on my Jellicent, and they just like 2 shields and confusion me down. It was kind of insane.
They confusioned the Bruxish down.
No, they confusioned my Jellicent down. I didn't shield the first Psychic Fangs.
Yeah.
And I was just throwing Surfs, but they shielded both them. I think I got to a 3rd Surf, but I wasn't going to be able to make it to a Shadow Ball.
Yeah.
And like they survived, and they just like farmed me all the way down.
That's gross.
So, yeah. The power of debuffing, right?
Okay, hang on. I was thinking Galarian Slowking is Water type, but no, it's Poison Psychic. Because I was like, wow, it's beating Alolan Raichu, but yeah, that makes sense now. Alolan Raichu does win with a shield advantage.
I was actually using this Pokemon the last time it was out in this cup, yeah. So the team I was using was Galarian Rapidash lead with Slowking and Bronzong backline.
And do you think that'll hold up now?
I think so. Surf Bait, let's go.
Yeah, Surf Bait's gonna make such a huge difference here. Shadow Ball doing 98% damage.
Well, because that thing, it was always so, whenever you have like Hex, so it's basically like Jellicent now, right? Which is really good. Whenever you have, when your lowest energy move is Shadow Ball, it's kind of like the Quagsire issue, right?
Yeah.
Like
just a bit awkward.
You can't stack moves. If you throw the nuke, like, it just makes it tough. So it's definitely going to be insane with Surf for sure.
it would be amazing against Gardevoir because it's resisting the charms.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the reasons why I was using it.
Yeah.
I may or may not have sludge waved a few Gardevoirs, so.
Look at that. Each hex is doing 7.7% damage.
And it's even better now with Surf because you don't need a Shadow Ball to kill a friggin' Gardevoir. Like, you know? So, it's nice having that lower end. Because, like, before, if the Gardevoir had, like, a shield advantage, they could sometimes make it a little scary.
Look at that, you can farm down a Gardevoir with Hex.
Yeah. I think I have a really... Let me see here. This is Slow King, right?
This is, yeah, Slow King.
I have a really good one that somebody traded me. Or maybe I got in the wild. Yeah, I have a rank 4 Slow King for Great League. That I'm just saving here.
Galarian.
Because they were spawning in the wild there during one of the seasons.
Yeah.
Very rare, not like commonly, but enough that like I caught a few and I got a pretty decent one. So, but I never got a good slow bro. So it's nice now that we have the calm day. Speaking of the calm day, I will say, I talked to you about this a bit the other day, but if there's any Master League people out here, like definitely try to get a hundo, or like talk to your friends and like try to get them to Horde so you can do some trades to try to get luckies. Because for faction specifically, Mega Slowbro looks pretty darn good.
What was it, like a 1-point pick?
Yeah, it's a 1-point pick, and it's like comparable stat product to like Kyogre, and it has very similar play with the Water Gun Surf is very similar to Waterfall Surf. And might even be better with the 1-turn move.
And does the Psychic typing help it more defensively? Or does it hinder it?
In some ways. Like against I don't know. Maybe like actually I have no idea. I don't think it makes a big difference.
Okay.
Either way, but yeah, it's something definitely interesting to consider. Psychic is not a really good defensive typing though, right?
No.
It's more of like an offensive typing, I think.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at Metacham. We haven't really looked into that too much.
Sure.
That looks pretty RPS, like Metagross, where it's either winning hard or losing hard.
I didn't see it very much, but I did see some people using it. And like, if you're not careful with your team comp, if you run into a Metacham, you could be in trouble.
Will Cujo says, can we give a shout out to Will Cujo, by the way? RPS, so if you win the lead, you win the battle, you're saying, Mr. Heater. A lot of the time, yeah. That's the main problem with Pokemon Go PvP at the moment is winning the lead just puts you at such an advantage.
It depends on your back line. Because,
of course, yeah. And like the best battlers like know how to play around that, but like you're
the best battlers know how to double shield their lead for switch, right?
Exactly.
You just 2-shield your King Drop, you just Dragon Breath through everything, and then you RPS backline. Easy claps, that's it. That's how I hit number 2
on the leaderboard, yeah.
No, not 1, 2.
Oh, that's right.
Never been number 1. Yeah, I'm a fan.
Whatever. Only number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one remembers number 2. I should know.
Oh. Sure. Okay. Let's see here.
It's suggesting Ice Punch, Dynamic Punch, which I guess Dynamic Punch would get you a little more than Psychic would.
Dynamic Punch for like Bronzong,
yeah,
Malamar, Even like Bruxish, I think you would be surprised how much a dynamic punch would do to that thing. Like dynamic punch does 40% to that thing.
They've got similar DPEs, don't they?
What? Dynamic punch is really good. It's similar to Psychic.
This is it's cut off. Hang on. 0.81 versus 0.9. So dynamic punch is the higher DPE.
Yeah, dynamic punch is a better move than Psychic. It's also five less energy.
Interesting. Yeah, they do exactly the same damage, but yeah, 5 less energy.
Yeah. So especially for like something like Bronzong, right? Like a dynamic punch would like clap a Bronzong.
Yeah.
And this is with a bait of an ice punch, but I'm pretty sure you just go straight dynamic punch. Like the Medicham wins that battle in the 1 shield with 81 HP.
Wow. So
that's
you can,
pretty big.
Yeah, like that'll give you a lot of farming opportunity as well.
Mm-hmm.
They
should probably be payback game then. It doesn't do a lot.
30%, 31%. Just because, like, to a Gardevoir. Oh, hang on, we need Shadow Guard. I'm just thinking, like, how do you play against the things that counter it?
You get Charm down.
Yeah, of course.
You get the 2 moves.
Of course. I'm just thinking, like, you're never gonna be in a situation where you're just winning alignment all the time. So, like, what can you do? And so, like, if you know that an Ice Punch does 36% damage, like, you can maybe get to a point where you align your Medicham up right. You know the Gardevoir's in the back. You can bank up 2 Ice Punches to maybe finish it off or something like that.
All I will tell you is I know this matchup pretty well since we had what was that, Hoenn Cup or whatever?
Yes.
Recently, and this is a common matchup. Ice Punch does less than you want it to.
Of course.
You want it to do more. You see that Gardevoir, you say, "Hey, I have an Ice Punch. It's gonna hurt." And then you see it land, and you go, "Motherfucker! Like, why can't you do a little bit more damage?"
Come on, dude. Medicham, you had 1 job.
Yeah. So it's definitely. I mean, Malamar also gets wrecked by. A foul play does actually do pretty darn good damage to a Gardevoir.
Oh, to a Gardevoir, yeah. What happens if you've got Hyper Beam against the Medicham? Whew. I mean, so you got to be able to land it. How much does it do? Wow, 58%? Get out of here! How's it not doing more than that?
Okay, so also, by the way, for the record, I have 2 Malamars built for Great League. And one of the Malamars is built specifically for this cut.
Right.
And that Malamar can win CMP over most Victinis.
Okay.
And it's able to hang in there with Medicham. So I'll give you the IVs now. It's 11, 15 is the IVs on the Malamar.
Okay. Charge size. Yeah, so a rank 1 Victini is 119 attack. A rank 1 Malamar is 118. Your 11 attack. What was it? 11?
11, 15.
Stop it. 15. There we go. So 120. So that's still real close. Like any sort of. Wait, why is that 10, 15? Oh, okay, because that'll be the rank 1 from research IVs.
Yep.
Yeah, and you can't get any better than that. Okay, cool. So
Sim that versus Medicham. Sim my Malamar versus Medicham.
This has got Hyper Beam. Am I changing it? Simultaneous knockout. Lyle.
Yep.
You are an evil genius.
Swag. Thank you, Ryan. Swag.
Oh, it's a swag tips thing.
Yep.
Man, I'm so in awe of what swag tips does.
And also, you can win CMP over a lot of other honestly. Like I don't like always agree with Ryan Swag on everything. Like
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I think everyone has good and bad moments. But I think this is one of like especially this cup. I think if you have one of these swag Malamars, it's very good because of the potential to win CMP over Victini, and also a much closer matchup with Metacham. If you can chip it a bit, then you can actually like win that, right?
Yeah.
And then also winning CMP in the Malamar mirror is like pretty important too.
Well, now I'm checking my IVs.
So these are actually research breakthrough IVs, and I can try to find it. Let's see here, Malabar.
Did you mean Malabar? Love?
I don't know what that is, but I did not. Okay, so let's see here. Where was I found it here?
I have at least 119.94.
So, yeah. So as you can see here, these are the ones he's recommending for his like higher attack Malamars, and they're all research breakthrough CPs or IVs. So you can see the one I have is 11, 11, 15. But the rank 1 is a 13, 15, 15, according to him. And that will, I forget what the main... It's saying here you can flip the Metacham 1-1 with at least 11.2 defense. So these ones have those higher defense and higher attack. See, it says it can get chargement priority against Talonflame and Victini. Mainly, I think it's very important in the Psychic Cup, like I said. I don't like, as I was saying, I don't always agree with like Ryan Swag and everything, but
he done well.
Waiting for Swag tip PvP for Shadow Amok. A lot of poison jab breakpoints. Okay, yeah, let's see. That could be a very interesting one. But last time Psychic Cup here, I already had a Malamar built, and then when I built the other Malamar, it like was going way better for me.
Yeah, right.
There was, I don't know if you remember this, there was a Inkay research day when they released the shiny.
Yeah, I do.
So that was around the last time Psychic Cup was here, I believe.
As in, like, you don't expect any more Malamar than what there were last time?
No, I think there was a lot of Malamar last time.
Yeah.
And I got a bunch of shinies. I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shiny Inkays. Woo!
Does Malamar do poorly against anything else other than fairies and Metacham? I think it does well against everything else.
Pretty much. It's very annoying. That's why I would strongly suggest you have a Galarian Rapidash on your team.
Yeah.
So that you could help deal with Malamar. Even that said, if you let it get an energy lead, you better be careful because Galarian Rapidash does not like taking foul plays.
Trouble is, so like we said, the Malamar hates all the fairies. I mean, yeah, it does have play against it, but it's gonna be tough to run say, Malamar and Galarian Rapidash in the same line because of the threat of, you know, Shadow Guard. And opposing...
It's annoying.
G-Dash.
Yep. I've been there, done that. Yep.
Well, you've tried to run Malamar and G-Dash in the same line?
I did. And then I ended up... That's why I ended up switching to the team that had 2 things that resist Charm.
Yeah. Because
I got so pissed at the stupid Gardevoir, just like I don't. Sometimes I didn't even I wouldn't even be able to make it to. I think if you switch into the Gardevoir, sometimes you can't even make it to 2 body slams.
If you switch into the Gardevoir.
Yeah, because then you have to be really careful how you throw, right? Because you're a turn off.
Mm.
I'm still working at that stuff. That's the stuff that I'm not 100% down on yet. But okay. So
switching into the Gardevoir shouldn't matter.
It is because let's say you switch in.
Getting your timing right. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You need to be very careful. So they do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which would technically be on alignment if you switch in, right?
Yeah.
So you should do 6 or probably 8 is better, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're switching in. But you can see here, by the time you get up to almost 2 body slams here, you have 12 HP.
Yeah.
And a charm does 17 damage. So any miscalculation on your end, and you are not getting the 2 body slams.
Yeah, okay.
And it's very annoying.
Yeah. Are we done?
I think so. It's not the biggest meta. I think we talked about it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Any spicier picks that I like I said, maybe Metagross has some play.
Yeah.
Just because of the Gardevoirs. I don't know what's Lunatone. I guess for Victini. Seems kind of targeted.
Lunatone would be great against Victini.
I feel like that's about it.
I mean, the neutral play of your Rock Throw, Rock Slide would be something.
It loses to Rock Throw is just shit, right? So if it's not super effective, you're kind of down. Whimsicott is not eligible, sir, because it's not Psychic type.
Psychic Cup.
Whimsicott is eligible in the Color Cup, but I think you would have to be an insane person to run it. Because
you Frederick.
Imagine running Whimsicott in a Trev Toxapex meta. That's why there's so many Kingdras, because no one's crazy enough to run Azu.
Mm-hmm. Yep, totally. I don't think I've seen a single Azu. The entire color.
Neither have I. But you could probably RPS the shit out of someone if you lined it up on a Kingdra. Yep. So I think that's pretty much it. I don't know what else I would add.
I do really like Shadow Girafarig wins.
Shadow Girafarig or regular Girafarig?
I mean, I'm looking at Shadow Girafarig right now. Regular Girafarig is not far lower. I think hang on, let's compare them. This is as a switch, so I think this is with 2 tackles of energy.
How about Shadow Mewtwo? Do we like that one?
I mean, I like it. I don't think it's good.
It beats Victini, and it beats the poison guys.
I mean, that's something.
Yeah. Let me close my 1,000 tabs I have here.
Yeah, I can see all the tabs up there.
Close them, close them, close them. Close them. Yeah, I'm waiting for him to...
Shadow Giraffe Rig beats Bronzong. That's amazing.
That is crazy. The power of debuffing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Regular is beating Malamar.
Mm-hmm. So do you want to do Saturday morning? Some Open Great League stuff, and then like I'll wake up early. I don't mind. I'm trying to get in a better routine. So
your Saturday morning?
Yeah, like because you usually stream pretty early, right? For me, so I can wake up early.
Yeah.
We could do some Open Great League stuff, and then we can go over Catacomb.
I think that'll work. Yeah. We've got our community.
You have Calm Day though that day. So you just have to work around that.
I normally start my streams at 9 p.m. Australian time, Central Australian time.
Well then the Calm Days goes till 5 p.m. So
yeah. I'm just thinking.
And we know you're playing 3 hours.
I was serious about like wanting to do all my sets directly after Calm Day. For the Slow King advantage.
We can do that too.
So yeah, I just have to make sure that I get home and do all my sets before 9 p.m.
You can do a set or two on stream if you want.
I could, yeah, just to show it off.
Just to show off the new Slow King content or Slowpoke. You could run a slow hole.
Yeah, I could do that.
Slow King,
But like Galarian Slow King is the big one, right? Like the others are okay.
Galarian Slow King and Kanto. Do you have any Shadow Slowbros you can evolve?
Shadow Slowbros. Let's see.
If I know Fish, he's got a lot just sitting around waiting to evolve.
I have a Shadow Slowbro that is already built. I have no other Shadow Slow Pokemon waiting.
It hasn't been around for a while, to be fair.
Yeah, and like anytime I see a water,
it's not in waters right now.
Right, I've seen like Totodile and Mudkip.
And Whalebert. Don't forget about Whalebert.
Oh yeah, the Shadow
Mudkip's not even really around that much right now. It's either Totodile, Whalmer, and then sometimes you get, depending on if it's a male or female rocket, you can get a Magikarp, but it's very rare. I actually have a Shadow Slowbro built for Ultra League.
Okay.
And one built for Great League already. So I most likely will be Elite TMing. Niantic. There you go. Because I don't have any other Shadows, actually. Either.
Might be digging into my Elite TM store a little bit. I've been getting a little more frisky with my Elite TM spending.
They are giving us more now with the Go Battle days, like us earning them, and then the special research and stuff and things. I would always recommend to pay the $1 at December Community Day because you're guaranteed a Elite TM and like Rocket Radar and a bunch of stuff through that.
Yeah.
And that's always like well worth $1, like for sure. So those types of ways, yeah. Like I think I have 12 Elite TMs right now, so but I'm trying not to spend them too recklessly in case I need them for something. But
yeah, that's my thing. I'm always like, well, I always want to have money in the bank in case I ever realize I need to spend some of it.
Yep. Alrighty, who do you think you're rating Fish? Let's see who's online here.
So King's trying out Hawlucha.
King? I think Dialap's about done. Yeah, King is live.
We've got AJ. Always love AJ.
I feel like he's almost done streaming. Sean is one of my Unified teammates.
Oh yeah.
but he's been going for an hour and a half now, so I'm not sure how much longer he's going to be streaming for. Yeah, you can raid king then if you want.
Yeah, sure. Or brown baller.
Your call. It's your stream.
Yeah, we'll go king.
He's looking pretty good these days too.
Loving that fitness push.
Dude, it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like how much he's transformed. Like, because like he's like a totally different person.
He is, yeah, and it like so often you decide like, yeah, I'm gonna get fit, lose weight, and you go on like one run, and then the next day you're like, and like it's done, right? But like the fact that he's just instantly like literally just transformed his whole lifestyle seemingly
That's how you have to
immediately.
do it, right? You have to change your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Which is something I've been working on right now, just trying to change up some routines, which is why I deleted a bunch of apps from my phone, just to help with my productivity during the day. And so far, it's going pretty good, and I've actually been a lot more like present, I would say,
good
in my daily life. So, I mean, I'm still reachable, so I always tell people, give them my contact information if they need to get a hold of me, but it's definitely it's kind of it's more relaxing, I think, actually.
I am keen to talk more about that. I'll just do the quick plugs and all that. Go check out Lyle Jeffs on his Twitch channel when he ever decides to stream again. We will be doing a Catacomb Cup breakdown on Saturday morning US time. I believe that's well, let me quickly try and check what time that would be in Eastern US time.
Bozo, I'm always streaming with him, so then I can't stream on my own channel because then my girlfriend will be like, "You just streamed last night."
So that'll be wow, 9 p.m. for me is 6:30 a.m. Eastern.
Let's go. Let's do it.